Hi you guys, it's me. So after our in-home girls WWE ended with our 8 and 9-year-old wrestling, I made some more gorgeous girl embellishments. And this is what I did. I think these came out really cute. And so this morning when I sat down, I added these little flowers that I got. These are from the Paper Studio, I believe. Is that what they're from? Yes, the Paper Studio. And that's Hobby Lobby's brand. And I have a punch, little flower punches like this, and I thought, you know, because this is the last little bag or package of these that I have left. And I really think that the book page or newsprint, I don't know if this is a newsprint, goes really well with the Gorgeous Girl, because they just kind of have that grungy look to them, right? And they just go really good with black and white and newspaper. And so I wanted to try to duplicate these. So the problem is, and I have even smaller ones than this, I have the teeny tiny ones, but actually let me turn this off and go grab those. So see, I have these teeny tiny ones too. So I'm just going to look in this book and pull out a page. The only thing I'm worried about is these punches going through book pages. These are pretty thick book pages, so I don't think I will have a problem going through these. Last time I was at the Dollar Tree, I actually tried to find another one of these books, and I couldn't find it. So I'm going to start with this punch. No, that one goes through good. When I punch with these, I like to look to make sure that I'm not overlapping the punch. I want to make sure I'm getting a full punch. And I take the backs, those little plastic backs off, because I do so many at once. And somebody had suggested that I fold the paper over so I can punch 2 at a time. And I don't like to do that. I just like to do 1 at a time. I don't know why. It's just the way I do it. This shape isn't the same as the store-bought one, but I think it's close enough. And this paper isn't the same color as that other one. That paper that from those ones that I bought from Hobby Lobby, they're more of a grayish colored paper. But I don't think that matters either. And you could always spray these or paint these if you wanted to. I use the other punch for my homemade flowers, which I have a video of if you want to watch that. I paint the paper before I punch the flowers out. And the punches I use for that is this one here, this shape. That's the one I use. And then for the tiny ones I use the same shape, just the tiny punch. And then I just layer them. And they look like a little tiny rose. But if I don't have to buy, and I bought, when, you know, and I'll probably still buy those because it really is a good deal if you can get them when they go on sale for half off. But you know, for something different, this might be a good option. And then you can always save the negatives for stencils if you're painting, doing watercolors or something, or acrylics. You can use those for negatives for stencils. So I'm just going to do a sheet of these while I'm doing it. And you can fast forward through the video if you don't want to watch me punch these out. But this is real time. Some of you said you like real time, so that's what I'm giving you. Okay, so we have those, and then this is my bling bucket. I don't have a whole lot, but somebody had given me these little things in Happy Meal, and I don't necessarily use the frame, but you can pick each individual piece off of here and use it. I don't think I have anything black. Oh, I was looking for these. These are a really deep purple, which I think will go really well with the Gorgeous Girl, so I'm going to put those aside. I've got some orange. I don't think those will go very well. And then just recently, my friend Louise sent me these and some Mel. And there's some pink, some purple. Pink would probably go very well with those. I don't have any black, so I'll definitely have to look for some black ones. And then I've just got some clear ones. Some blue ones. I think I'll do some purple because the Gorgeous Girls always look good on purple too. So let's do some purple and pink. And then I'll have to look for some black gems. I don't think I've seen black gems a whole lot. I haven't really looked for them though, so who knows, they're probably out there. These tweezers seem to work the best. So let's see, I think that this size, and the thing with these is you're probably going to have to add glue. Yeah, because the sticky is left on the, oops, enter the glue. If my glue wants to open. Oh, you're kidding. My glue just broke. That's going back. Just pulled out of there. Well, that bottle's going back because it's not that old. So I can use it without the fine liner. You're getting my glue bottle back. Talk so highly about this bottle. I have another one, but they're definitely getting this one back. Yes, the girls are back up there, supposed to be cleaning their room. So what did I do with those flowers? I wanted to see how many you get in the package. Which it's really not a bad price. Does it say? Or do they just put a bunch in here? See if I can get them all down. It doesn't say how many you get. They're newsprint micro, 80 pieces. So you get 80 pieces for $3.99. And then if you get it for 2 off, you get them for 50% off, sorry, you get them for $2. So that's not a bad price at all, $2 for 80 flowers. So I don't know if it's even worth making your own. I mean, if you've got the time and you enjoy making them, then definitely they are, which I don't mind making them. So if you guys watched my video last night and you heard me talking about Esther, 5 minutes after Scott put that ad up online, a lady called that had just moved here from Florida, and she and her kids had just left her husband. I don't have the details, but it sounded like a pretty bad situation. And she needed a place to live, so she was looking for a trailer for her and her kids. And she called us, so Scott came down $1,200 for her. She's on her way to pick it up. So we think we sold Esther. If she shows. So it sounded like a pretty desperate situation for her. And of course, I mean, this is somebody that we don't know. And we like to believe, you know, that everybody is honest, and we have no reason to believe that she's not being honest. And so that's what we choose to believe is the truth. And if we can help somebody out in need, then we will. So, you know, we hesitated to sell it because we love the trailer, but we haven't been able to use it because, for one thing, Scott works so much because he needs to in order to support us, to give the girls, you know, everything that they need, and me, and so, and plus we rent, and renting is, we're paying twice as much in rent as it would cost us to pay a house payment, literally. Like if we owned a house, our house payment would be half of what we pay a month in rent. And so that it just kills us, that, you know, and it makes you feel like you're just throwing your money away, like you're not investing. It's not an investment. And so that's a harsh reality of renting. But if you don't have a down payment, which you have to have if you want to buy, then you're stuck. And we do have the condo, and we could sell the condo, but that's pretty much our nest egg, because if something was to happen to Scott, that is what me and the girls would have as our income. And so we don't necessarily want to get rid of it, because if something was to happen to Scott, God forbid, but you never know. I mean, you have to consider that me and the girls quite possibly would have to live there because the payment is so low, or I could sell it possibly. You know, that's like an investment. That's our investment property. And so, and right now, what the payments on that helps us with the rent. Not much, because again, we have a really good renter in there, and we haven't wanted to raise the rent on him because we don't want him to leave. And he's a good renter, like he pays his rent on time, he takes good care of the property, he just doesn't cause us any problems. So we haven't raised the rent on him because he's good. And the rent that we charge is way below market, because the Denver market right now is just, it's insane. Like, everybody is moving here. And so we're just trying to figure it out. But anyways, this lady was in need. And so Scott came down a lot. You know, we needed to get something out of it, because we quite possibly are going to put the money from Esther into our down payment on a house fund. And, you know, so we didn't want to just give it away. We wish we could have just given it to her. But we're, you know, not in a position to do that. But we needed to at least recover what we bought it for. And that's what we sold it exactly for what we bought it for. And so it will help her and her children. And at the same time, it will get us out of the monthly, we have to store it. We live in a highly covenant neighborhood, so we can't park it on our property. We have to pay to park it at a RV storage place. So we were forking that out monthly, which it wasn't, it was only $25 a month, so that's not that much, but still. We've had it for a year. He's wanted to fix it for a year, but we really haven't had the money. I mean, it would have been ideal had we been able to take it to a place that could fix the roof for us. But we really haven't had the money, and initially, you know, Scott wanted to do the work himself, but he just doesn't have the time to do it. And then that's frustrating, and that causes him more stress because he wants to get it done, because we really wanted to use it this summer. But we have the tent, you know, so if we want to go camping. We just like to get away, you know. And that's part of my heartache about the family cabin, is it sits empty up there most all the time, like nobody uses it. And here we are with two little girls that would love to go and use it, and we can't because of stinky family members. I mean, how silly is that? I just don't get it. And I don't want to be that person, but, you know, that just gets angry over things like that. But I'm not. My frustration is that I honestly just don't understand it. I don't understand that kind of greed and hate towards family members. You know, if you can't let people enjoy something like that, and you would rather just see it, I mean, it's there for people to enjoy. That's why my grandfather built it, is for people to enjoy it. And people can't enjoy it because people are so messed up in their head and so full of hate that they would rather see that place just sit there and not be used. And I don't get it. That's where my frustration is that I don't understand. And that's what I need to let go of, is the part that I don't understand why my brothers are so dead set on just seeing people hurt over things like that, you know. What's the big deal if we go up there and stay for a couple of days or overnight so that we can make memories, our granddaughters can experience the cabin. That's what my grandpa built that place for. I don't know. My mom was the same way. It's like, you know, that it was almost used like a pawn. You know, I'll just lock you out of it. You're a Christian, you believe in God, so you know you're not living your life the way that I want you to live your life, so I'm just gonna lock you out of something that you enjoy. Which is really but I guess, you know, when we die and God is before us, we'll understand it all. And that's why we need to, you know, do our best to let these kinds of earthly matters go. You know, let it go, let go and let God. Give it to Him and let Him handle it, and just go on and live your life. And don't let things like this stress you, as hard as it is. And it is hard. It's hard for all of us. That's why we need God in our lives. My life isn't perfect because I have God in it. That's why I have God in it, because I need Him for these types of moments. I need Him for every moment in my life. But these are the moments that I rely on Him most. Is, you know, every day is confusing. We don't go through life without a confusing moment in every day. But these are the moments, you know, these heavy moments of pain and not understanding, that we rely on Him most. And yes, it's not instant. I can't just say, you know, God, take this from me. I'm confused. I'm hurt. Take this from me. It takes time. You know, He works in His own time, and there could be a reason why I have to go through this. There's a lesson here. And it might not be, it may be a lesson for somebody else in my life. It might not even be a lesson for me. They may have to learn a lesson from my pain. I might be an example to somebody else. And then my understanding will come after their understanding. And then it all comes into reason for me, so to speak. Where all of the understanding is like, oh, now I understand. Now I understand why all of that had to happen that way. You know, sometimes we're used for other people. And if other people can learn from my life, from my experiences, then that's a good thing. Where are my baby wipes? That's okay, I got it with my finger. So, I don't know, it's just all very confusing, and at times at this, you know, and as hard as it's been to lose my mom, the heart, I mean, and it's been hard. So much more of it has come, so much of the pain. I can't say that it's been more painful than losing my mom, because that pain will always be there of losing my mom, because I wish that I could just have more conversation, a more heart-to-heart conversation with my mom. You know, had I known, if I had only known that my mom was going to pass away, right? Don't we say that to ourselves all the time? If I had only known. Well, that's why you can't wait. If you need to say something to somebody, or there's some unspoken words that have been eating at you, or there's some unresolved issues, or something that you just don't understand, you seriously, as hard as it may be to speak those words to somebody, you need to have that conversation, because you may not get that chance. And once the opportunity is gone, you have to live with that for the rest of your life. Like I am going to have to live with that for the rest of my life. I won't get that chance to have that conversation. And no matter what your beliefs are, once we die, and whether my mom is in heaven or not, I don't know. I can hope with everything I've got that yes, my mom made it into heaven. And I can sit here and say, yes, my mom's in heaven, but we don't know who's there. You know, the Bible tells us that we'll be shocked to see who's there and who's not there. So we can't assume that all of our loved ones will be there when we get there. And it's not one, you know, when and if we get there, we will no longer feel the burden of the earth, of this earth. We will feel nothing but joy in heaven. So we won't be burdened by this earth, this life that we lived. So we won't take with us the hurt that we felt here. We won't take with us all of that, the pain that we suffered here on earth. We'll have an understanding of everything, but we won't have that pain. So as much that people want to believe that there will be resolution in heaven with all of the problems that we had here on earth, that, you know, there will be resolution in the way of understanding. But if you think that there's going to be resolution as in everybody's going to make up and everybody's going to be happy, and there's going to be these deep conversations of all of the pain, and there's going to be big therapy sessions of people working out their problems in heaven. No, that's not the way that it's going to be, because we don't take the burdens of earth with us. We'll have an understanding of what happened here, but we don't take the burden of what happened here. It's a joyous place. We don't take that with us. So to say that someday I'll be able to have that conversation with my mom, I don't believe that. Because according to what the Bible tells me, is that no, me and my mom will have a greater conversation. And me and my mom aren't going to have a relationship, a mother-daughter relationship in heaven as we did here on earth. It's not that way. We're in a different dimension. in heaven. And you have to remember that resolutions don't happen. We don't go into a psychiatrist's office in heaven and work out our differences. It's not that way. We're in a different dimension. We can't even understand it here. But it's not the same. I know it's really hard to wrap your mind around. But if you read the Bible, the only thing that you can understand about it is that it's not like it is here on earth. I know that that's the only thing that we know here, but it's not like it is here. So it is a glorious thing, but you know, I won't be able to get that relationship back with my mom. And in some ways that's a good thing, and in some ways that's a sad thing, because the book is closed. That's over. There's no resolution to that. It's done. It's a new season. That's what the Bible means when it says it's a new season. It's not talking about it's a new season as in the 4 seasons, you know. Winter, spring, summer, fall. That's not what the Bible's talking about, a new season. It's talking about a new season of life. A new time of life. So this conversation just went into a whole new part. But anyways, so you know, and maybe because I have that understanding, it's letting go. I'm trying to let go of the season. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I have to take time to accept the fact that it's a new season for me. My mom is gone. That relationship is gone. And I have to mourn that. You know, I mourn the fact that my mom is not an angel in heaven. You know, that's something that Hollywood has taught us. But again, if you read your Bible and if you understand what it tells us, God doesn't create, He doesn't change humans into angels. Angels are their own entity. They are a separate entity from humans. He created humans and He created angels. You know, Lucifer was an angel. He's a fallen angel. Angels can't, or humans can't become angels. So my mom is not now an angel looking down on me. No, that she's not. That's something that Hollywood has taught us. That's not the way that it is. She's not a part of this earth anymore. She is in a different dimension now. Her soul has left the earth and she has no part of it anymore. And I know that it's really hard for people to understand. And you know, I don't fully understand it, and I could possibly be very wrong. But my teaching and my understanding of the Bible is that humans, once they leave the earth, they are not bound by the earth any longer. They are not burdened by the earth. They aren't burdened by it. They don't feel the sadness of the earth. They don't know what's going on down here anymore. They don't feel my pain. My mother doesn't feel my pain. It's not possible. She's not burdened by the earth anymore, which is glorious. How glorious is that? I don't want my mom to feel my pain. I believe my mom, when she entered that dimension, she died and left this earth. Her soul left this earth. Her body died. Her soul left this earth. She became aware of the truths. I believe that it's instantaneous. I think that they just automatically know the truths. I think it hits us. It's a knowledge that hits us. It's not a book that they read or a vision that they have. I think it's just instantaneous that they know all the truths. And that was the first thing that I said to my husband when I found out my mother died, because there are some things that happened in my past with sexual abuse. And my mom didn't believe me. She actually called me a liar when I told her about it. And that's what put a big wedge in between our relationship, is because a family member and a family friend had sexually abused me as a child. And when I told my mom about it, she called me a liar. And that was very painful for me. And so when she died, I told my husband, that's the first thing I said, without even thinking about it. I said, now she knows the truth. And there were other things that happened in my life, untruths that had been told about me to my mother that I believe she believed because it was told by other people in my family that were untrue. Reasons that made her basically standoffish to me and not trust me, that were complete lies. And so that's why I think that statement came out of my mouth was, now she knows the truth. Because I am none of the things that were told to her, but she trusted these people because she loved them and because they influenced her. They ganged up on me. And I just wasn't going to defend myself against it. You know, it's like people can form their own opinions and believe what they want to believe, because someday they'll know the truth. And that's exactly what I believe happened with her. I believe that once her soul left her body, she instantly knew the truth. And that was a relief to me, in a sense. I mean, not that she died and knew the truth, because obviously I would rather her be here and know the truth person to person. But that wasn't a possibility because these family members had such an influence on her and such a hate for me that I don't know why they had such a hate. Is it because I'm a Christian? I think that has a lot to do with it. Is it because I spoke the truth to them and told them things that they didn't want to hear? Possibly. I don't know. I can't put it into words because I don't understand. And they won't talk to me. So I don't know what their thoughts are in their own minds. I don't know what it is. But in times when people are being hateful to me, or living their life in a way that is unpleasing to God, and it comes and it's thrown into my face, I'm not going to sugarcoat it to make you feel better about it. I'm going to tell you the truth out of love, not because I hate it, not because I hate you, but because I love you. And I'm not going to love you to hell, so to speak. I'm going to tell you the way I see it and the way God sees it. And I think that turns a lot of people away, saying, oh, you're too judgmental. Oh, you know, you're hateful, you're intolerant. Whatever. Call me what you will, but the fact of the matter is, if you don't change your ways, you're going to see just how intolerant God is. And I'm warning you because I love you. And so I think that, I know, believe me, I am not perfect. And had I not changed my ways, and had I not repented and given myself to Jesus, I would be going down that same road, believe me. I have done things in my life that would have gotten me straight to hell had I not seen the light. And I'm still not perfect. I need him daily. That's why people become Christians, not because we want to be perfect people, but because we aren't perfect people. Nobody is. People have it so twisted about Christianity. We are Christians because we need God. Not because we want to, yes, we want to be like Jesus, but we know we can't be like Jesus because we are human. We are sinful. But anyways, these are coming out really good now that I went off on that. You guys I probably lost a lot of you. If you feel the need to give me a thumbs down for this video, go ahead. It does not bother me. I will talk about this stuff and talk about this stuff. That's why my channel is called...
You sorry I say hi?
Yep.
Yep. Hi. Hi. Hi.
So as I make these flowers, I'm praying for you all.
Yeah, I'm talking.
To accept our Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior and repent of your sins and be reborn in Him, because all can be forgiven, and then live a sinless, willingly live a sinless life. That doesn't mean that you will live a sinless life, but willingly live a sinless life.
It's hard when I ask Mom who can pray every day to Jesus.
So I think these are coming out pretty good. I'm going to do some more purples, and then I'll be done with this.
And make you the
I didn't do the other flowers, but let's see. Let me get another book page. And I was thinking the pearls would be really pretty, and I just cut off the edges where there's no text. But I save this because I can use these to back tiny words. I very rarely throw things away, as you guys know. But like if I wanted to cut some of these out, and I'm not going to do all of them, but I just want to show you what they would look like. So if we take I'm going to put some glue in the centers. And I like to just put my glue in the center of a bunch of these at the same time. That way it's done. I don't have to keep going back and forth. I just find it quicker. And I'm just taking the centers out of these things that Louise sent me. And I'm just putting them in. See, I think that those look cute.
Now I check if I go potty.
You guys need to go do a final check on your room because I'm going to go up and check on it. See how cute those look? And see, you can make quite a few of these in a short amount of time.
Grandma, I brought my tubes.
I think those look really cute.
Grandma, look, I brought my baby tubes.
Cool.
Grandma, it's where I bring it at Mom's.
Yeah. Okay, go finish.
I thought I'd never see my teeth again.
And then let's do this tiny guy. I just want to see what a little gem will look like inside. I know in my last video I was like in the bottom of the frame a lot of the time, and somebody had made a comment. I know I do that a lot, and I really do try, but I get so into what I'm doing that I don't look up at my viewfinder. And when I edit, I get so mad at myself for that. And I actually haven't uploaded videos because of that. So I apologize for that, you guys. It frustrates me too. But know that I saw your comments. And I will do my best to look up more often. I don't know what else to say. Know that I am doing my best. I can do better. Right? We all can. I did get a new tripod that is more directly over my workspace because it clamps onto my shelf that's off to the side of my desk now. And that has been helpful because my camera's not so far away from me, whereas before it was like in the corner of my desk on just a regular tripod, and the legs like took over my desk. Everything's sticking to my fingers. No, don't. But I tend to work close to my body. Like this is close to my body. And as I bring my hands out, like this is a good 4 inches away from my body. So I have to get used to coming out. So I should probably put like a piece of tape or something. It's not the ideal setup, but I'm getting there. I am. I've only been doing these craft videos since April, so I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Give me some slack. It really isn't that easy. But if you look back at my first video, which I think was my gorgeous tag that I made, my giveaway tag, I am doing better. I sound less like a robot. I'm opening up more. That one was a voiceover because I was so afraid to talk. I felt so inadequate as a crafter. And it's so intimidating to craft on camera because you're so afraid that people are going to judge you. And I've been so blessed because people haven't in any way judged my abilities. Well, not on comments anyways. They probably have, just not on comments. So I feel so grateful for that. I mean, I have so many great people that comment on my videos. I'm so blessed. I have just gained so much confidence. But you're right, my camera skills need some work. I'll get there, guys, I promise. It's just that I'm still pretty new to all of this. My growth has been pretty fast, considering that I've only been doing craft videos since April. And then I lost my mom, and I was still trying to do videos through that time because I crafted, because it was like therapy to me when I lost her. And you guys have been so gracious to let me sort of vent and be my own therapy through the process, and I am so blessed to have been able to do that. It saved me in a lot of ways, because I've been able to talk, and you've prayed for me. You've left some very encouraging comments for me, and that has been such a blessing to me. And I so appreciate that. It has been so wonderful, but my growth has been, I think it's been relatively quick. I mean, I've only been on April, May, June, July, and it's almost August, so 5 months. I'm up to 11,000. I know I don't have my the number of subscribers listed. I took that off because I don't want people to look at my channel and only subscribe because of the number of subscribers I have. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people do that. They're like, oh, she's only got this many subscribers, or she's got this many subscribers, so I'm going to subscribe. I want people to subscribe because they like what I do or they like what I have to say. I don't want them to subscribe because of popularity or lack of popularity, you know what I mean? So I disabled that, so you can't see the number of subscribers, but I'm telling you. So I don't know what that, I mean, you have to watch this video to see, but, or to know. But I just have like just over 1,100 subscribers at this point, which I think that that's pretty good growth. When I started doing craft videos, I was just under 200 subscribers. So my growth has been pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised at the growth. I didn't think that it would grow that fast, so I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
Don't we live in a number society? Those look really cute as well. I've also got these bows. So thank you guys for the support, for subscribing. These are so tiny. Wow. I don't even know if you can really tell what those are. I'm so bummed about this. Fine liner. I'm gonna write to him. Maybe I'll send him the video and say, look, it broke right on camera. Watch the video here. I wondered, because it's really seriously just made from a medical needle. And I wondered how they got it fused into the plastic bits on it. And I even asked myself, I wonder how long this is gonna last. I love it, don't get me wrong. It is like the greatest thing. It has saved me so much glue. But I honestly wondered what the potential for breakage was. You guys know that I raved about that thing. So now I'm going to issue a beware. Those are cute, but I don't know that you can really tell what they are. Let's scrap black. Let's stick it on here. This video is probably getting long, so I think I'm going to end it here. Oh yeah, you can tell. So let me show you. There's glue's still kind of wet on that. Whoopsie. Okay, and then let me show you my inspiration. I keep putting my inspiration flowers somewhere. My little bows hanging off the side. Let's see. Yay, it focused. So this one was my inspiration. This one. And I like the coloring of the other ones better, actually. Okay, so let me show you these one more time. Go out a bit. Okay, so these are the ones I made last night after I turned the camera off.
Where are you at? I mean, are you in the parking lot of the clubhouse?
That one. And then I made several of these that are all the same. Those were very easy. Okay guys, so I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, God bless. Goodbye.